Hi, so in this video, I want to go over how to give your pup a sniffari walk, also known as a sniff and stroll walk, also known as a decompression walk. So stay tuned. For the best dog training and product advice, be sure to hit subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa. I am a certified professional dog trainer and have helped hundreds and hundreds of pups and their parents live more peaceful lives together. So today I am going to cover how exactly you take a sniff and stroll walk so that you can help your pup relax and give them some mental stimulation. So step one is to get a long line leash. I use the one from Bold Lead Designs. I am not sponsored or affiliated with them, but I really like their products because they're really sturdy. And I used to use just a general like fabric one from Amazon, but it was getting really dirty. And so this one, it's really easy to wipe off. So that's why I like it. But of course, any long line leash will do, as long as you don't mind how the cloth ones get a little bit dirtier. So I'll include a link to the Amazon one I used to use, and then this one is just from Bold Lead Designs. The next thing I want to do is bring some treats with you, 3 high value treats as well as your clicker. Now the purpose of a sniff and stroll walk is really to get them really happy sniffing, allow them to lead the way, and to build their confidence outside. But I still like to have my clicker and my treats just in case we come across something that maybe is overexciting, so I am able to redirect and then mark and reward that behavior. So once you're outside, you'll also need to know how to handle the leash. So I'm using a 30-foot long leash, and of course the longer it is, the harder it's going to be to kind of handle. I like 20 to 30 feet for beginners just because it is that sweet spot of still being a long line leash, but a little bit easier to handle. So what I do is put the loop of the leash down and then kind of make a figure 8. I learned this from another trainer. Her name is Grisha Stewart, and she talks about it in her behavior adjustment training book. But the reason is, if your dog pulls, it'll slide out of your hand, versus if you were to wrap the leash around like this, if your dog were to suddenly pull, it could kind of cause injury to your hand. Now today I am walking a smaller dog, so it is less to worry about. However, I just love handling the leash like this because it does make it way easier. So you may want to practice kind of this loop-de-loop while you're at home first. And the way you can check to make sure you did it correctly is if you start to pull, it should just slide out of your hand without wrapping it. And so the next step is to just enjoy your sniff and stroll walk. And of course, the whole purpose of a sniff and stroll walk is to really let your dog lead the way. So kind of build that confidence, allow them to use their nose. This is not only mentally stimulating, but as I mentioned, it does help build their confidence as well. So as I get closer, I collect the leash. As she gets further, I'm able to drop the leash. And if I notice her getting over aroused by something, I'm just gonna get closer to her and kind of guide her out of the way. Hi, let's go this way, huh? Come on. Other thing I wanted to mention was that when we pick a location for a sniff and stroll walk, it's important, especially in the beginning, to pick an area that is less stimulating and less things going on outside. If you live in a busy area like I do, then at least choosing times that are less busy so that you don't overwhelm your dog and actually make them more stressed. Because the whole purpose of a sniff and stroll or a sniffari walk is to really help them release that stress in a relaxing way. Now, how is a sniff and stroll walk different than just a regular walk? So I like to think of it as a regular walk is where you are leading the way. They're on a shorter leash, so there's not as much decision making for them. And while a regular walk can include sniffing, you're not on a long line leash, so they're not going to do as much. And a lot of times we tend to focus more on physical exercise with regular walks than mental exercise. And the wonderful thing about sniff and stroll walks is they are still getting that physical exercise because they're walking, they're moving, they're getting outside, but they're also getting that mental stimulation through all of that sniffing as well. Additionally, with a sniff and stroll walk, their head is down, they're in a more relaxed body position, which will help relax their mind as well. Okay, so that's it for today, everyone. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment below, and I'd love to hear, do you plan to take your pup on a sniff and stroll walk soon? And you can always reinforce me by hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button as well. All right, that's it for today, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.